Well, Jeff, you're on board with Jay and Janelle from KTVQ in Billings, and we want to welcome you to our program. And how are you getting ready for your big debut on CBS? We've all had the butterflies of debuting on TV before a new audience. Of course, we're all familiar with you, but how are you getting set for the big day?
Well, we are trying to set up as many great stories as we can. We are going to try to continue to cover the news as accurately and as fairly as possible come Monday. You know, you've mentioned the nerves. I mean, a little nerves is a good thing, right? It means you want to do a good job and you care about the job you do.
Okay, so with that, right from there, Murrow, Cronkite, Rather, Glor, how does it feel to be part of that history?
I recognize the enormous importance of the history of CBS News and what this organization has done. I've tried to do my best as a student of it since I've worked here and even before then. When I watched the CBS Evening News growing up, it means a lot to me. I know how much it means to a lot of people. I feel very, very lucky, humbled and honored that I can play a role in its future.
What is your vision for the new CBS Evening News with Jeff Glor?
The new CBS Evening News with Jeff Glor is, I hope we can pull on the best traditions of CBS News from the past. And that is focusing on the reporting, focusing on our writing, focusing on finding and telling the best stories that we can, whether it's something that's happening in Montana or another part of this country or this world. I want to highlight the work of my colleagues across this organization, because they are correspondents who have my utmost respect and admiration. I have learned from them, and I believe they're the best. And I want to focus on their work every day.
Let's talk a little bit about the news of the day, your reaction to the Matt Lauer story this morning.
I was just as stunned as everyone, and I think we're all still trying to process that.
And what about the rest of the issues of the day with President Trump and the tax reform bill in Congress that has everyone's attention and will obviously be something you'll be reporting on a daily basis? Just kind of the nature and the atmosphere here in our country these days, especially with North Korea now firing off this new intercontinental ballistic missile.
Yeah, I did a special report yesterday afternoon talking about what the president had to say, both about tax and budget negotiations right now, and also what was North Korea's first test of a ballistic missile in 10 weeks. We are going to be as aggressive and also as accurate as we can in trying to cover all of that and staying on top of it so that you all see. I know you're already on top of the news, but we're going to do everything we can to help.
All right. Now, Jeff, in the midst of President Trump and this world of fake news, we hear that every single day. You're entering this position at the top of CBS News. How do you plan on attacking that?
Well, I plan to cover the news the best way that we can. This is not the first time someone's criticized the news media. It won't be the last. And so I think if we're focused on covering the news of the day instead of responding to all that we will be okay. If you have an agenda, I don't think you belong in this business. I don't. I aim to cover the news as fairly and as accurately as possible, and I hope that viewers will see that every night.
We'd like to invite you out to Montana as soon as you have a blinking moment. I'm sure that's going to be next week, at least something like that. But please come out and visit us. We have lots of news out here, Jeff.
I love Montana, and I hope that happens sooner rather than later.
Thanks, Jeff. Good luck.
Thanks again.
Thanks, guys. Okay.